It's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're live. Says we're
All
live.
right. Here we are. We're live. Welcome to Flip It with Tamara and Sarah. And tonight we have a special guest. So super exciting. We're trying
Super
to get some,
exciting.
yes, trying to get some interviews on here. And Brenda is our first interviewee tonight.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for being on.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, Brenda, I'm going to give you a little bit of introduction and then we're going to dive right in because tonight we're talking about fear and facing fears and kind of like getting rid of the procrastination and all that good stuff. So, Brenda is a single mom. She is a former PSW. Now she is working a 9 to 5 job. And while she's working her 9 to 5 job, she is also building her legacy, her online business in the small pockets of time. And yeah, so she's just doing it. She's not having any obstacles getting in her way. She's not letting it happen. She's just doing it. So yeah. Before we get into this, everyone on that's live, please say hi, drop a hi in the chat. We will have a spin wheel at the end for something fun. And if you're catching the replay, say replay. So welcome, Brenda.
Welcome, Brenda.
So tell us a little bit about this. Tell
Thank you,
us,
ladies.
yeah, I am just because,
Hi,
you're
Cindy.
busy. You're busy and you are still doing it.
I'm extremely busy. So,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
Tamara and Sarah both know, I was a former PSW. I still work my 9 to 5 job, but I have my online business. 2 teenage daughters that are also in sports. Single mom. I own a house now by myself. Redoing the flooring in the house. Teenage daughter, one is turning 16 next week. So they want to go to the mall all the time or go to their sports or their friends. I have an older daughter and 2 grandbabies and a son in law and a dog. So, yeah, it's life's chaos. It is very, very, very busy, but I still end up getting it all done in the day. So I may be tired, but I get her done.
You kind of have like everything. Like you have dogs, kids, jobs, sports, like
Yep.
flooring, renovations, like everything.
It's like this massive bucket of all the goodness and going at the same time, and you just keep going.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us,
Then you got to
how do you
fix in
make that
that there's
happen?
also like the whole doctor's appointments and all that stuff in there you got to fit into, right? So, like,
Yeah.
people get sick, our kids get sick, I get sick. And so then you have to fix all that into all that. So there's always little jabs that happen in there. And you can say, oh, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. But why do that? Because it's just going to push something back and back and back. And in life, we're not meant to go back. We're meant to go ahead, right?
Right.
Just like when we're born, we crawl. And then after we're born, like when we're crawling, we're learning to stand and we're learning to walk and we're learning to run and we're moving forward in life. And that's what life is moving forward, not to be stuck and
Mm-hmm.
procrastinate. Should I or shouldn't I?
But you from what I understand, you used to be like that. Is that right? Like you used to
Oh,
procrastinate,
100%.
get caught in fear. I know I have, right? Like I still can, for sure. So what are some
Mm-hmm.
tricks that you use to help you? Because you've gone from kind of not doing much with like creating a legacy and creating, something that works for you, automated, leveraged, to like really running with it and like having a bunch of like, success being built and all kinds of things within a pretty short period of time, like really only like maybe 4 or 5 months, you've seen
Yeah.
this huge shift.
Very quick. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what would you say was some things that like just clicked for you to make that happen?
Um, to make it happen was is like, because I had to stop putting everybody first. As much as I love my kids and my friends and my family, I had to look out for me, because without me, they're not going to have all this stuff, right? So, or have me. So I had to take care of me first, put me first, and take care of myself first. And with this online business, it's helped me shift so much of even my mindset that I needed to do things for me instead of everybody else. So it's, as much as it sounds selfish, it's not. Because if I'm going to sit in bed and be a wall up all day long, oh, poor me, like that's not getting anybody anywhere. But if I move forward, even at small pockets of my time, I'm able to create more, right?
Which actually helps everybody else.
Full, but even exactly, it helps. And then you take one thing off your plate, one thing off your plate, right? So it's then all of a sudden you're at like a dinner. You don't have a platter full. You have like a dessert plate full that isn't even that big anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amy says, yes, Brenda, you are your biggest asset. And that is so true. We need to value our assets, and we as individuals are an asset. So if we're not taking care of ourselves, whether it's health-wise, eating right, exercise, being in the right circles, all those things, if we're not taking care of ourselves, we cannot properly take care of those who rely on us either. Like, we really have to, fill our own bucket first with all the things that we need to sustain us and energize us before we can support others and help them to live the lives that they want or desire as well.
100%. Yeah, it's almost like you have this, it sounds like you went from like doing everything for everyone to like finding that like middle ground where you're still doing things for people, but not in the way that you were necessarily all the time. More like letting them figure things out a little bit more so that you're all happier. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't know about you guys, I don't have kids, but I have been somebody who can placate and people please and all that good stuff. And I end up resenting the people that I'm trying to help when I do that too much, right? You end up resenting the whole thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, and it's like hand holding. You can't hand hold them, right? So going through everything, you can't be that hand holder for them the whole time. They have to learn things of their own. And that's the whole part of being with procrastination. Like for a parent, you fear that like, oh, they're going to move on too quickly. You kind of want to just hold them a little bit closer, but you have to let them learn to grow, right? So it's
like the bird and the little birdie.
Set that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. You have to let them fly off.
Let them fly.
Let them play. I'm going to make just a quick pause in here to remind everybody, say hello, drop into the comments, engage, because we are putting everybody who engages into a spin wheel for the end of the call tonight. And are we telling them what we're doing the spin wheel for?
I mean, we can. We know this time.
We know this.
Sometimes we're winging it.
Sometimes we're like, wait a second, what were we doing? So we are putting everybody's name into a spin wheel for the book, The Magic. It'll be sent to you via PDF so that you can read it. Such an incredible read. Just make sure, engage, put your names in there. Hi, Karen. She's also saying hi as well.
Karen.
So just wanted
can
to
anyone, I wonder if they can relate. Like maybe there's some people watching that can relate to Brenda, her story of like realizing that she needed to put herself. It sounds bad. Like it's weird that it sounds bad in our society, but it's just because we're conditioned to think that being self-aware and honoring ourselves is selfish. Like that's so weird to me now, but I totally was like that. So yeah, anyone that can relate to that, let us know, because I know you're not the only one. I know we're not the only ones. So
I know I can relate. I can relate, because my whole identity was, if anybody asked who I was or what I did, my very first answer always was, I'm a mom. That was the first thing before I started this business. That is like, even when I started into this business in the first several months of the business, everyone's like, well, who are you? What do you do? And I'm like, I'm a mom. That was it. That was, and I almost always stopped there. Like that's my entire identity. And the shift that like has grown and everything, it's a little freeing, and it's also wonderful because as I've grown, then I've been able to like change and put more into myself, and then I have so much more to give and show and teach my children, and it's been incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it probably feels a
And
little
taking on
uncomfortable
more
at
so
first.
for yourself.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And taking
Yeah.
on so much for yourself too can burn you out, right? You don't want to burn yourself out.
Oh, freezing a
Penny
bit.
Miller says hello, ladies. Hi, Penny.
Having to take
Oh,
care
hi,
of
Penny.
yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So Brenda, how did you did you sit down one day and be like, I have this much time? Did we lose you? Are you still there?
Did
Did
she
she
just
just
drop the floor?
I felt like she just like ducked for a second, like I didn't see her all of a sudden. Oh,
Oh,
maybe
maybe her
she's
internet's going and she thought she was off screen.
oh
Do you know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
giggling
maybe.
about while she's working that out? I keep giggling
Yeah.
about the welcome that's over your forehead. It's like smushed across your forehead on my screen. Like sometimes like it covers an eye, sometimes, but I don't know what like necessarily what everyone else is seeing. But
I
for
think
me,
that's everyone because mine is the same. Like I'm watching it. It's welcome on my forehead. Welcome
welcome.
to my
It's there.
forehead.
So I'm also
Yeah, we'll
giggling
change
about my
that. We're
voice.
learning. So Brenda, we've lost Brenda, but we'll continue on here. Hopefully she'll be able to jump back in. But I do think that like Sarah and you can really relate to a lot with Brenda too, because you too are super busy. Like anyone that's a mom, I think has and I don't mean that like, but you have this extra, especially if you're a mom, pet owner, all that stuff. You have like even more working a full-time job. Like it can be so crazy. So I can assume that like a lot of this seems pretty familiar to you too.
It sure does. I can definitely resonate with what Brenda's saying because
Mm-hmm.
momming. I have adult kids and a 7-year-old who's still in school and a teenager in high school, and I have grandbabies and a house to run and
Yeah.
appointments and all the things, and all those stuff kind of get stacked on and layered on, and just even regular house maintenance. All this extra snow has been fantastic. Not really, but like all those
Yeah, we're all
things.
into that.
So like it's always juggling. But what's so incredible about this business that we're in is that it's, as Brenna had mentioned before, it's the pockets of our time that we have. We can be building and constantly scaling our business in just the teeniest little pockets. Sometimes I've been sitting in the car waiting for somebody to finish a doctor's appointment because whatever reason I wasn't in there too, but I was in the car, and so I just I'm making money in the car, having conversations and connecting and doing those types of things, or at a soccer game, on vacation, even like traveling all over the world or on a plane. And as long as I have internet or data, then
I love that you just mentioned internet because we're having difficulty with Brenda's
what you
internet.
doing over here, Brenda?
It's cutting it. My internet's like bouncing in and out. So now I'm on my phone and using my data.
There's always a
You're
way,
much
right?
brighter. You're much
Yeah,
brighter
you
on
actually
your
that's a better
phone.
color.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were
better
still a little
light.
dark, so you're much brighter now.
Yeah. So I do have a question for you, Brenda, because I do want to be respectful of time as well. But when you first started the business, or maybe let's go a little bit further when you really started to be like, this is what I'm doing, I'm making this happen, I have this focus. What was some things that you could see were actions you took? Like, did you sit down and look at your calendar and be like, this is what I'm doing business, and really like make it like almost like an appointment? Did you just start to wing it? Like, what did you do that was helping you to really make that traction?
Okay, so when I first started, I didn't know what the
No, when
heck
you
I
really
was
got
doing.
going.
Oh,
Okay.
because
Let's go when you really started to do, get going.
when I
Yeah,
really
We always
started,
move.
I was winging it a little bit. But then it was like, okay, now things are picking up. I need to get a planner. Well, then it's like, okay, things are picking up even more. So let's see if I can have this at my fingertips. So now it's looking into apps and ones that are free that I didn't have to spend the money on and
Mhm.
things like that, and utilized my time. At the same time, it's like my kids have soccer from 8:30 to 10 o'clock on Monday nights. It's like, okay, I know in that time this is where I need to block in certain things that I can't schedule other things for.
Yeah.
So I had to keep that into mind as well, right? So
Mhm.
it came out to, it started with just winging it, but now I'm more organized. I wing it still a little bit just because things like this happen with the internet. So we just still
Yeah.
wing it a little bit.
That's right.
So you have structure more, but you can also be flexible. You've got kind of both going.
Yep.
Yeah. Just all
Yeah.
imperfectly, perfectly just going at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even when it comes out, like, because I still work, right? So
Mhm.
even when it comes to like my job, I still have my 9 to 5 job, but on my lunch hour, I still do business stuff. It's not as if I just go and do other things, but business stuff doesn't always mean like the whole business. I'll go for a 15-minute walk because to me that's business stuff, because I need to clear my head and focus, get away from the work, and then jump into something else.
Love
Or
that.
maybe I'm booking something, or I'm looking up something that's towards the business, right? But it's
Mhm.
even going for that walk, it still does something business, getting my body moving, right? So
Yeah.
Absolutely, because with this business, it is a whole thing. It's not like you saying that really clicks so well for how I look at this business, and I know Sarah does too.
Yeah.
And just, this idea of you have to take care of yourself to do well. So you're looking at it like, this isn't just because I want to leisurely go for a walk. This is so I'm healthy and energized and focused so that anything I do is going to be effective and it's going to go well because I'm in a good space. So isn't that interesting that we get to like live life and learn how to do that by living life in a way that like really honors ourselves and fuels ourselves and nurtures ourselves, but still make money and still build this like, income and legacy and all that good stuff while like taking care of ourselves. That's just like, I don't know. It's so amazing. I love that you said that.
It's
right.
so, yeah.
And sometimes you have to put the pressure on yourself, but it's not all the time. That's the best part about it. It's not all the time, right? So if I
Pressure's
look
good
at,
sometimes. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, 100% it is. Like when Rosie was having her surgery, well, does not all kinds of things come out of the woodwork with my business while I'm worried about my dog, if she's going to die or not, or have her
Yeah.
surgery? It all came through, but it helped me stay grounded and
Mhm.
not fall apart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's having that there too. And like the whole part about like I could have been, no, I'm not doing anything, but procrastinating about it is just going to put more on to me even when I'm in a good state of mind, which may make me feel overwhelmed, which could cause a burnout. So why not just do it small pockets?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Small
And
pockets of
having,
your time.
yeah. And having that ability to know when to take the pressure off and when to put it on is so, so important. Because yeah, you're right. Like you can go too far one way or the other. And if you're not doing enough, then nothing happens. And if you're doing too much, like you said, burnout happens. And so it sounds like you had like a lot of experience in learning how to navigate that a little bit.
Yes. And it's time management a little bit too.
Mm-hmm. Do you use any apps that you would like? What's some apps that you mentioned that you found some free ones? Anything that comes to mind that you would recommend for people to check out?
Like the Calendly link for
Mm-hmm.
booking appointments. You can
Yeah.
do certain things on there. Um, you can do Zoom. You get 30 minutes for free for that one. There's, well, I use, like everything's done on my phone. So
Yeah.
like even to post something, if I want something, I use Canva, and there's certain things you can use on your phone for that. There's
Yeah.
just other ones in there. If I had to look back right now, my phone is probably full of apps.
Yeah, they're all there. There's probably a million, but like it's funny when you have to think of them, you don't, because they just turn into wallpaper, right?
Just
So
like, yeah,
Right?
just
Or
all there,
like
definitely.
InShot. InShot is a good one
mm-hmm.
too.
I like
If
InShot,
you
yeah.
wanted to create something.
Cool.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Any questions, Sarah, that you have?
I don't think I do. I feel like you've covered a lot of the things that I would have drilled Brenda on as well.
Interrogated her.
Interrogated her into it all. I just love that, I've been watching you grow and everything, and I love watching the joy and everything that's come out. And, you're like blowing the roof off of like this level that at once I used to see you kept yourself at. You held yourself at kind of this level, and you're like, no, I can't go outside of this little shell that I created for myself. And now that's non-existent. It's gone. This is like, you're like, this is me. This is who I am. That song on, oh, it's a great movie, The Greatest Showman.
Yes.
I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
what I'm talking about, but that
Is,
song, I
yeah.
love that song.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I
that's
thought you were
my
going to say Pink Pony Club because that's our like team's song.
Love it.
I wasn't. Not this time. Not this time.
That's
But
not for this topic. Yeah.
no, that's a different call.
You'll have to have it playing in the background.
Yeah. I love that. And it's so true. Yeah, Brenda, you've really shown some like amazing growth. And I'm curious, like, what do you feel like you're most proud of when you look back from when you started to now?
My most proud moment,
or just in general, like anything that comes to mind when you think, what are you most proud of yourself from where you started to where you are now?
stepping out of fear. That I used to be a homebody, and now I go to events. We went to Blue Mountain. I go to the mentorship meetings. I put myself first where it was everybody else, because that was my comfort zone. And it was like, I was scared of everything else. Well, what if, the whole thing of what if popping into my mind. Right. But I didn't die. And I stepped out of my comfort zone and didn't die. So, and I didn't get hurt. So if anything, I met amazing people like you ladies, and it's like made my friend. I have more friends as to opposed to the people who I thought were my friends are actually my acquaintances. And that's the way I seen a whole eye-opening thing, and just stepping out and getting rid of that fear and focusing on me. That's what I'm proud of. And I can talk here and not be nervous.
That's amazing. Honestly, yeah, like what you just said is, I think anyone in this space can relate to that. And anyone who's not in this space yet, if that's something that's happening for you, where you're feeling like what ifs, just like what Brenda said, when you do it, you're going to prove to yourself that the what ifs they're not happening, or they're not a big deal. And yeah. Would you say that you're happy that you didn't let fear stand in your way?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. It's like I could have had this whole what if play out in my head, but none of the what ifs have happened. That's the whole thing. Not one of the, well, what if this didn't work out? What if that didn't work out? What if this happened? What if that happened? My what ifs didn't happen. I was actually causing myself more stress and anxiety, fixated on the what ifs.
Yeah, all in your head. Yeah.
It was all in my head, and I was like freaking myself out and scaring myself when something wasn't even there yet. Like the horror movie hadn't even started, but it hasn't been a horror movie. It's been a love story. So, and a comedy in the mix.
Yes. Yeah, a little roller coaster thrill ride there too, right? But
yeah.
So Brenda, we're gonna start to wrap this up a little bit. Again, we're trying to stay under the 30-minute as much as we can. Again, we are so appreciative of you for being our first guest on our new Flip It 2.0. Is there anything like last that you'd like to share, or that you would like to reiterate to people who might be thinking about facing their own fears in any way?
You can't accomplish something if you're going to keep on being scared of it. You have to move forward and get over that fear, because the fear is the same feeling as excitement. The heart races, you get the shakes, everything like that. Just do it. There is nothing that could be holding you back more than yourself. that
Yes,
you're
mic
the
drop.
only person.
Yes, mic drop. There it is. You're the only one in your way.
You.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And if you want to stay on, we're going to do the spin wheel for anyone who commented and that gets to do or gets a free PDF of The Magic, which is one of my favorite books. So Sarah has her spin wheel going there. And let's see who is tonight's winner.
My screen was glitching. Okay.
I'm like,
ready?
that's a slow wheel. Okay. Who's it
I
gonna
hadn't even
be?
hit the button. I was like, ah!
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right,
Amy!
Amy! Yay! Woohoo! I love the clapping in this. It's so, and the like
I know, like, we'll just clap
confetti.
there for you.
So
Ladies,
good.
I want to say thank you for having me. Like, I truly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you both so much, and thank you for
Love
having
Love
me.
you. We love you. Yeah, you'll be on again,
Love
you
you,
know,
love you.
in a little while, I'm sure, telling us all about the next level you're at. So
Yes.
yes,
Can't wait.
thank you for being on. Before we go, we would love to, I know Sarah has a little bit of an announcement to make about some things that we've been working on. So I'll let you kind of take that.
Perfect. So we want to share, like Tamara and I want to share something that we have been working on together for quite a bit of time. And we're so very excited. And we've got something that we're going to be launching on Sunday that we've worked together. It talks about life and how life and income and everything supports together. And it's just like a grounded conversation about structure, alignment, and choice. And yeah, we're going to see it. We're going to launch Sunday. You'll see it in our bios. You'll see it in our Flip It group. So join us in the Flip It group. You'll be able to find it there on Facebook. And yeah, we can't wait. We can't wait to go because it's really good.
So
I
good.
love it so much. And very excited to share with everyone what we've done.
Yeah. Every time we work on it, it's like more excitement because it's like getting so good. It's coming together so nicely. So very excited. So please check it out on Sunday. That's when we're going to do, oh, I just lost you, bud. That's when we're going to do the launch of it. You'll be able to find it in our bios, like Sarah said, and also join us on our Flip It pages, YouTube and Facebook for now. Those links will be in the comments.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here. I don't even remember our ending, Sarah. So if you want to take that away, I know the
it doesn't fit.
Wait, Brenda, you know it. You've been like our director and cheerleader manager. So why don't you say it tonight?
I'll start it off because I don't. You guys have changed it a couple times, so I'll start it off. It's if it doesn't fit.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
Oh shoot! Now I forget. Flip it. I don't know.
Yes. Woohoo! Yeah, that was it.
Flip it.
Flip it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being on. We'll see you in 2 weeks again. And thanks, Brenda, for being on. And have a great night.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Bye.